Happy video day, guys. So for today's video, the first thing I want to point out is I'm actually wearing the tinted moisturizer that I told you guys about in a few videos back that I was searching for, and it's the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue. I'm actually super excited right now that I'm wearing a tinted moisturizer and only a tinted moisturizer, and I'm not thinking, oh my goodness, I can't film with this. I told you guys in a previous video that I didn't think that I was going to be able to use this Bareminerals one for filming or anything like that because it didn't cover enough. But I'm actually super shocked that right now I am wearing it. I obviously have a little concealer under the eyes and bronzer and stuff, but it's totally working out. And I also used it in a previous video and I edited it back and I was like, ooh, I don't mind this. So I'm actually really excited. I was thinking of how am I gonna kind of work out this whole Tinted Tuesday thing and try to find those awesome tinted moisturizers and CC creams. How am I going to do it so it's feasible? Because if I tried a new tinted moisturizer and CC cream every single week, how was I ever going to really figure out which is the best one? Because I need some time to really test them, use them, compare them to each other. So what I'm thinking of doing is giving you guys some follow-up videos. Not every single Tuesday is going to be about CC creams and tinted moisturizers. It's just going to be randomly done. So every once in a while you will see a Tinted Tuesday, sometimes you won't see one, and that's because I'm testing products. And then every once in a while there'll be a follow-up video that's kind of like telling you what I'm thinking of the products after using them for a while. And I have two of them, and the two first ones that I've used for a while we're going to talk about because I've been using these nonstop and I have some thoughts. They're both really highly raved, CC cream and tinted moisturizer, and that's why I picked these two because I already knew that a lot of people like them. So I wanted to see if they were worth the hype, and those are the two that I tested out first. And I've been using, I think the Bareminerals one for over a month, and then this one I've been using for like 3 weeks. I kind of have a really good grasp on how I like them. I'm going to make a bold statement right now and say that I'm going to be trying to use only CC creams or tinted moisturizers for an entire month because I feel like my skin is looking a lot better. Now, I do not know if this is because I'm using these products or if it's because of, I don't know, just my skin's just feeling a little bit better right now. But I want to test it out. So I'm going to only be wearing CC creams or tinted moisturizers for at least a month to see if my skin likes it better. And I want to go over a few things about each one of these, their positives, their negatives, and what I think of them compared to each other. They're actually quite different, and I do not think that this is an either or type of video. I feel like I just want to tell you guys the difference between these two products in case you guys are looking at either one of these so you understand the differences because there are some differences. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to compare these two. Like I said, today I'm wearing the Bareminerals one, which is typically not the one that I would typically use for filming because the Bareminerals one, guys, is extremely sheer coverage, but you are getting a nice tint to the skin. So it is not one of those sheer coverage that it's literally a moisturizer and you're not getting like too much tint at all. I tried one from Tarte that it literally didn't do nothing for my redness. It didn't do nothing. It literally felt like I was putting on a moisturizer. That was just not for me because I do have a little bit of redness and I do want a little bit more coverage. Like I want to look like I put something else on than just a moisturizer because for that I'll just put on my favorite moisturizer. So this one does that. It gives me a very moisturized feel, but it actually gives me a tint to the skin and evens out my skin tone. It doesn't cover 100%. Like if you really look closely, you could probably still see my skin and like my imperfections kind of coming through. I tried not to put on too much concealer on the redness that I have on my cheeks on purpose because I just honestly feel like my skin has gotten a little bit better. I do feel like I need to owe that to the other product that we're going to talk about in this video, but I have been using this one, and I primarily have been using this one during the day. So what has been happening lately is I haven't been able to film every single day recently because we actually got a brand new pony, and it's kind of like getting a new kid. He needs to situate himself to the barn, and we have to go and give him his hay and check on him like all the time to make sure if he's okay because he's getting used to a new environment. So I haven't been able to film every single day, and I've been using this tinted moisturizer and just kind of like putting it on my face and going out and getting the day done, and I've been loving it for that. So the process that I do with this one is I put it all over my face with my fingers, and then I'll just put on a little bit of concealer under the eyes, and I always use to set it the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder. I feel like this type of product for me and my skin type, I need to set it down. It needs to be set down. Otherwise, it just looks a little bit too greasy for me. I like it to look a little bit matte, but still luminous, like kind of like how it looks right now. It does not look greasy, but it doesn't look matte. So I feel like the powder helps that effect happen. When I've used this without powder, I do feel like it just like doesn't wear as awesome. Like it looks good, but it does look a little bit more shiny, and I just like it so much better with the powder. That's just for me. But one thing that I love about this one is this is probably the most skin-like product. I literally don't look like I have like a heavy foundation or anything like that on. It looks like if I have very good skin with bronzer on. This is the product that does that. Like no makeup, like you really just don't look like you have makeup on. Like even probably if you're looking at me in the camera right now, you probably can see that I have bronzer and stuff, but if you're looking at my skin, it probably just looks a little bit more skin-like, and that definitely, this gives you a total skin-like look, but evens the tone. Does not get rid of anything. It just evens it. It evens it enough for you to be able to cover it very slightly with a little bit of concealer, but the rest of your skin just looks so flawless. That's the problem sometimes with foundations. Foundations is everywhere, you know, so like it's very hard for you to say like, oh, I don't have makeup on my face, because foundation, even though it's covering your redness, it's still sitting everywhere else. When you use a product like this, like my whole forehead and all of this part of my skin, it literally looks like skin. And then just on the little tiny redness parts that I have, I'll put a little bit of concealer that maybe if you come really close, you'll probably say, oh, she covered something up there, but everything else looks skin-like. That's what I love about this. So like doing things outside, or if I'm going to the grocery store or anything like that, even though I haven't gone to the grocery store, but now working outside and doing things that I don't want to look like I just got out of bed, this gives me that beautiful, even complexion. Doesn't really look like I have makeup on, but wow, my skin's in such good condition. That's this one. Now, if I have a little bit more breakouts, it might be a little bit harder for me to wear this one because I like for my skin to look a little bit more even. But right now that my skin is pretty decent, I have a few red spots, but nothing exaggerated. This looks flawless, like amazing. Now it has SPF of 30. I would have really liked it if it would have had 50 for being outside, because that really is a lot better. And in South Florida, we've got so much sun, like literally you walk outside and you get barbecued. So I would have liked for it to have a little bit more SPF in it, but it's okay. At least it has some SPF. I can put like a stronger SPF underneath if I'm going to be outside for a long period of time. It's definitely hydrating, and the color that I got, Ginger 06, is perfect for my skin. So if you have a light medium skin tone that goes a little bit more golden, Ginger 06 is impeccable. It matches insane. Like I would not pick another color. So I am very, very, very happy with this. I feel like this is so good. This is really, really good. And I've tried some really, really bad ones in the past that really turned me off to tinted moisturizers. And then I just tried one just recently that really got me like, I just guess I'm not going to be able to do this. This has made me really believe again. Like it really has. So I definitely think that there's a reason why people really love this. I do think it's worth the hype, and I do think a lot of people would like this. So if you're looking for a tinted moisturizer, you want something easy to put on, you want something that looks like your skin but does a little bit of evening of the skin tone, this is fantastic, but set it. Okay, so now the CC cream from Chanel. So the differences between these two is this is very light coverage, and it does just a little bit of a evening, and it's very lightweight. When you put it on, it feels almost like a moisturizer. It feels like you're putting on a moisturizer, very easy, very seamless to put on. The Chanel one is thicker. This feels more like the IT Cosmetics CC cream. When you put it on, it feels like you're putting on a thicker product. So you are gonna feel more like you have makeup on when you wear this versus this. This to me is like every single day. You don't wanna hassle, you don't wanna feel like you have makeup on, you go for this. You want something that's going to cover more. So it's gonna cover up a lot more of the redness. It's almost like a light foundation feel. That's what this gives you, but it also has SPF of 50 in it. So that is pretty damn amazing. Now the problem that I have with this one is I bought it in 30 beige, and it's a little light for my skin tone. I can make it work, but I probably would have to go up in color, which is really weird because I really read the descriptions and really tried to pick the perfect one for my skin, but this is just too light for me. It's not like it doesn't work, it works. I just think that you need to match a little bit better when it comes to CC creams, because I noticed that if you really want to look like that skin-like feel, it needs to really, really match your skin. Otherwise, your colors are a little off, and that's not good. So this one's a little bit light. The good thing about it is because it's such a light coverage, once I put on the bronzer and everything, you really can't tell anymore, and it kind of just settles everything into place, and then it looks better. So the only complaint, color. I need to try a deeper tone of this. I'm probably not going to return this one because it's not that off that I'm not going to be able to use it, but I definitely would like to try it a little bit deeper next time. Another cool thing about this is the one that actually says that your skin improves over time, and this is the product that I have been using the most all of last week and the week before, and my skin is a lot better. Is it a fluke? It possibly can be. I will be giving you guys follow-ups as I continue to wear this, but I've been wearing it for 2 weeks now and my skin looks very good. So right now my skin looks really good. Could it be this product? It's possible. I'm gonna have to continue wearing it, and that's why I'm doing this challenge for myself to continue to wear these CC creams and tinted moisturizers to really see what's going on. So I may actually continue trying these for the next few weeks instead of buying a new one and trying a new one. So we're gonna test this out, but I'm really, really, really impressed with what I've seen with this one. I do feel like my skin looks better. I am wanting to lean to maybe it has something to do with this. Also, this product looks really awesome. It really makes your skin look flawless. It is scented. I hate that. I really wish that it wasn't scented. Somebody asked me if you could smell it. Yes, you definitely can. It has a very perfumey smell. Once you put it on your face, you don't smell it anymore, but it's just annoying that they put fragrance in here, and I think it's to make it feel more luxurious, but I really don't care. I would rather pay for no fragrance. So there is some awesome ingredients in this one. This one has a lot more skincare elements in it than the Bareminerals one does, at least from what I was reading. And I feel like this one does a really good job with color correction. So if you want something that's color correcting, does a little bit more coverage, that gives you a little bit more of like a light foundation coverage and evens out the skin tones, feels a little bit thicker, so it is gonna look a little bit more like makeup. And it's just like a very lightweight makeup, and it has the SPF 50, and it does possibly make your skin a little bit better. It does possibly. I can't definitively say that, but I feel like my skin has gotten better since I've been wearing this. So I'm very excited with this product. There are some huge differences between these two, and I don't think that you can pick one or the other. I feel like it's gonna all come down to what you want personally. This is heavier, this is lighter weight. This is sheerer, this is more coverage. This does more color correcting, this doesn't. This doesn't do as much, but it does even the skin somewhat. So you're gonna use less concealer with this one, more concealer if you have darker circles with this one. So they're very different, and I personally love them both. If you're somebody like me, who's a little bit like wants a little bit more coverage when she goes to the office, I would wear this one for the office, and to go out to a dinner or something, I could totally get away with wearing this. And if I'm gonna be doing things around the house, or I'm gonna be going out and running errands or shopping or daily activities, this one's great. I feel like these, you're gonna go through them pretty quick. So price might be important. Since this one's like 55 and this one's like, I believe it was 39, there's a big difference in price there, and I do believe that both of these will probably run out around the same time. I do feel like I end up using a little bit more of the Chanel one. So this one is pretty pricey. It's $55, but if this one really makes my skin look really good and actually improves it with time, I will continue repurchasing this one. Now this one is cheaper, so it is kind of really enticing to buy this type of product for like an everyday wear. Because like if you're gonna be in the house and nobody's going to see you, do you really need to put on the Chanel CC cream? Do you really? And the thoughts that I'm having on both of these so far is I like both of them. And I like both of them for different reasons. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys a follow-up because it's not enough for me to just give you guys the Tinted Tuesday kind of review and then just not talk about the products anymore, because I need to continue to use them and really give you guys a better thought. Like I said, I'm probably going to keep on using these. I don't know if next week I'll have another video. Maybe I won't, and then I'll just, you know, kind of use these up a little bit more and then find another one. I don't know exactly how I'm going to work it yet. I'm excited. Yeah. So we hit the jackpot with the first two. Very excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget, subscribe, hit the likes and all that good stuff, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.